Hi, I'm Alice. Welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to wake up the body with a full range of movement using a yoga belt. Or you could use something similar like a dressing gown belt. So to begin, we'll lay down on the ground or your mat. Take hold of the belt and then wrap the belt around the ball of the right foot. So you're aiming for the ball of the foot rather than the gap between the heel and the ball, so that you can have a little bit of assistance flexing the foot. Slide that left leg down the mat for a straight leg. If that feels too uncomfortable, you can bend it, but wherever you can, aim to straighten it. Feel the back body connecting with the ground and then find an inhale. And as you inhale, push the sole of the foot up towards the sky. So you're pushing the sole of the foot with the intention of planting a footprint on the ceiling. And now bring awareness to your shoulders. So your shoulders should be down from the ears and relaxing towards the ground. The aim of our yoga practice is to release tension in the shoulders and the hips and the rest of the body, and also the mind. So if you notice any tension building up anywhere, that's a good message to let that tension go. So as you have your foot pointing up towards the ceiling, what will happen sometimes is the foot comes down here. If the foot comes down here, that's normal. That's the leg taking the easy way out. So just be mindful of that and keep pushing your toes up towards the top of your mat. You're holding this belt gently between the thumbs and the first fingers. So the tendency can be to grip and pull on it, thinking that we really need this belt to perform the stretch. But if you take your hands off the belt, you'll see how much you really need to rely on it, which is not much at all. It's here just for a little bit of support, a little bit of gentle guidance. It can help you increase the stretch if you take the sides of the belt up towards the top of your mat. The leg can be bent. We aim to straighten it off. Not everybody will get that straight leg. So just be mindful that your leg will try and bend because it's taking the easy way out. And every time you exhale, think about pushing energy up through the sole of the foot, aiming to keep that leg straight. And then take the belt into the right hand if your right foot is up, and take the left hand either to your hip or to the ground. Feel that good connection with the back body and your mat. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, gently take that leg out towards the side. So you're opening up the hip. So we've stretched into the calves and the hamstrings, and now we're opening up the hip. And we can hold it here for a few breaths. Let go of any energy you might notice in the quadriceps, and you can push that energy out through the sole of the foot. Let go of any energy in the glute. Just allow the body to rest into the stretch. Once you've held it here for a few breaths, bring the belt up towards the top and change grip. So you're holding the belt in the opposite hand. The right hand then can rest towards the hip or to the ground. Now with this movement, it's a deep stretch for the IT band. However, we can lose it if we roll all the way over to that left side. So we're always thinking about quality over quantity here. Keep a good connection with your back body, your buttocks and the ground. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, come over to the side, and you may find that you just move 1 inch and then you feel that stretch down the side. It's a deep stretch. Don't lose the stretch. Think quality over quantity. You're aiming to keep that leg straight, and you might just be here or less. This is fine. Let go of any ego of getting the leg all the way to the ground, and just pause where you find your edge, and then find the breath and breathe. So we're always remembering to breathe. Maybe we want to bring some visualizations into our practice, so we direct the breath to any space we feel we've found. The shoulders are relaxed, the breath is smooth and steady. And then bringing that belt back up towards the center and releasing it. Once you've released that leg from the belt, just slide it down the mat and absorb the sensations here. So you may feel now that your one leg is longer than the other. It's such a nice sensation. So absorb that sensation, just take a couple of breaths. And now we'll do the same on the other side. So we're picking up the belt and we're wrapping the belt around the ball of the left foot. We're imagining we're standing on that right foot and we push the sole of the foot up towards the sky. Feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. You can take the belt towards the top of your mat if you want a little bit of assistance with the stretch. Releasing any tension in the quadriceps. In the glutes. Taking the belt into the left hand. Take your right hand to your hip. Take an inhale as you exhale, open up the hip. You're taking that leg out towards the left hand side. Finding the breath. Maybe your left elbow relaxes towards the ground and rests on the ground, so you have a little bit of a shelf. That feels quite nice. Take another couple of breaths here. Bring the leg to the center, change the grip. Have a good connection with your back body and the ground. The left arm rests on the ground or on your hip. Take an inhale and then take that leg across to the opposite side. You're looking for that stretch in the outer left thigh, that stretch in the IT band. You're pushing energy out through the sole of the foot. The shoulders are relaxed, the breath is smooth and steady. We'll hold it here for another couple of breaths. Good, come to the center. Squeeze the knees towards the chest and then take the arms above the head. And just enjoy that sense of feeling a little longer in the body. Absorb the sensations you've created. Enjoy the sensations. Bring the knees to the chest. And now adding a spinal twist as we lay on the ground. So this is really easy first thing in the morning when we're feeling perhaps a little bit groggy, not quite woken up. So we can just practice half of this routine lay on the mat, more than half. Keeping the knees quite high here, we're going to take them across to the left and take the gaze and the hands over to the right. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, let the shoulders go, let the hips go. So I'm facing you, but normally I would be facing in the opposite direction. This is a restful stretch. You don't have to do anything apart from get into the shape and breathe. We just take a few breaths here, twisting the spine. Shoulders relaxed, hips relaxed. Let go of any tension. Find an inhale, come to the center, and then as you exhale, take the knees to the left, take the gaze and the hands over to the right. Sometimes this hand that's in the air can feel like, oh, where shall I put that? So just find somewhere comfortable for it to rest. Maybe you want your arms both stretched out, or maybe the hand comes over to the shoulder. Maybe it rests on your belly. Just find somewhere comfortable for it to rest so that you can let go. Let go of the shoulders and the hips. Good. Come to squeeze the knees towards the chest. Cross at your ankles. Hold on to the backs of your thighs towards your knees, and then push. Coming up to a seated position. Coming to easy seated pose. Cross-legged on the mat. We're just going to stretch forwards now and just stretch out the spine. So gently slide the fingers across the ground, stretching forwards, holding it here for a few breaths. Smooth and easy breathing. Moving to a little bit of a back bend. So take the hands on the lower spine, lift the shoulders upwards, roll them open, and then lift up the chin. Push the chest forwards and see if you can find some length in the front body. Adding a little bit of a back bend. Good, and relax, and then take hold of your belt again. And hold the belt with a narrow grip. Push forwards and upwards on your inhale. When you reach the top, widen the grip, and then exhale down the back. It doesn't matter how far you get down the back. Take an inhale, up, exhale down the front. You might surprise yourself and get all the way down the back. The wider the grip, the easier it is to move the hands down at the back. See if you can work with the breath here. So we inhale, we rise up. This can be difficult for beginners when we first start practicing yoga. Sometimes people have been sat at the desk for years and not even put their hands above their head. This was me at one time. Widen the grip, exhale down the back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale down the front. Good, we'll do that one more time. Narrow grip, push forwards, inhale, rise with intention, push up through the fists. Be mindful not to hunch here, so you're bringing these arms back down into the shoulders. The arms are long and strong, in line with the ears. Widen at the top. Exhale down the back. Inhale, rise up. And exhale down the front. Good, so that should set you up for the day. You've taken the body more or less a full range of movement.